Schools have long tried to become part of the solution to Ulster's troubles by studying conflict resolution, their joint cultural heritage, and getting children from both sides of the divide to work together. But it hasn't been easy.
This peace wall divides the Protestant community on the other side from the Catholic community on this side. Almost 15 years ago, I reported on something remarkable happening here, where school children from the Protestant school, which you can see behind me, filed through the gate once a fortnight to go and work in the Catholic school on this side for half a day each week.
The Protestant school was Beachfield Primary in East Belfast, an area of bitter tension. 3,000 Catholics were surrounded by 43,000 Protestants.
For safety reasons, they went through that gate. They were escorted to their school, or we were escorted into our school. That was the reason we had the gate put in the wall, because we didn't want to have to walk right around the block. We wanted to be able to walk through a gate, a peace gate, into another school. Occasionally you would have had jeers, but no one ever threw a stone at us. I mean, we counted ourselves incredibly lucky.
The school they were walking to was St Matthew's, a Catholic primary in the grounds of a church which had iconic status in the Troubles.
The school, the church, the parochial house and the parochial hall are thought of as the centre of this community and the lifeblood of this community. And so consequently, if ever the area is under threat, this seems to be the first place it's threatened. Some say this is where the modern Troubles began, because the first people were shot dead in this area. But it really is a symbol of Catholicism in East Belfast, a symbol of republicanism in East Belfast. So consequently, we reckon that every family currently in our school would have someone who was affected by the Troubles in some way, either through violence or through imprisonment or through internment. And when we reach the front of the church, this is the actual interface. Our parents don't cross this road at all, because across this road is Protestant East Belfast, so there'd never be a...
This road here running across the front?
Absolutely. And here on the ground we have a symbol of where someone died in defence of the church. I think this is back in the early 70s. And just across the road we have our doctor's surgery, which in times of trouble, in times of sectarian violence, have to run two separate surgeries, one for Catholic people and one for Protestant people. It seems ludicrous in this day and age that would be happening, but that is the reality of the situation.
The Protestant pupils studied all their history and geography with the Catholic pupils, and even worshipped with them and sat in on their religious celebrations.
No other school was doing this. And because we were on the peace line, it was unheard of that a Protestant school would go into a Catholic chapel on the peace line. A lot of the hostility actually came more from adults than it came from children.
They could measure their progress by the rate at which missiles were thrown into the playground from the Catholic side of the wall.
Before all this work started, we would have come in the morning. The playground was littered with debris. You could have had prams, bricks, bins, anything in the playground, and you had to tidy that playground up in the morning. But once all the work started, and it didn't happen overnight, it took quite a few years. At the end, we had a tidy playground every Monday morning.
Catholic and Protestant children who would otherwise never have met were becoming real friends.